Senator Barbara Boxer has had a vendetta against Bernie Sanders and his supporters ever since she was booed off the stage at the Nevada convention for antagonizing the crowd after the Democratic Party in Nevada rigged the election right in front of them. Now, she was on MSNBC to discuss Bernie Sanders' statement about Governor Jerry Brown's endorsement of Hillary Clinton, and this is what she had to say.
For Bernie to say that Jerry Brown is establishment is kind of the biggest joke of the day. And he called me establishment. And you know, and when people read the book, they'll see I have fought, you know, a lot of the establishment my entire life. Just because you're supporting Hillary doesn't mean you're, quote, the establishment. It means you're progressive and you want to see her. She's so qualified for this post, and she's just what we need. And I just, you know, I love Bernie. He's my friend for a long time, but you can't just diss everybody who supports Hillary Clinton.
But he believes in some.
So there are multiple things that I take issue with there. So she said Bernie Sanders even calls me establishment, and when people read the book, they'll see that I fought against the establishment. Okay, so they'll read the book that you had ghostwritten for you that will, I'm sure, be completely objective, right? Oh, I'm sure it's just going to say great things about you and will prove that you're just not establishment, won't it, Barbara? Now, here's the thing that's frustrating that she can't seem to fathom. When he's calling you establishment, he's not insulting you. The term establishment is a value-neutral term. It's just factual. He's not calling you a poopy face. He's calling you establishment because it is the case that you are, in fact, establishment. Your donors are Emily's List, Time Warner, Disney, Cisco, Viacom. You're also a multimillionaire trapped in that Washington, D.C. bubble. You have the same donors as Hillary Clinton. So when he calls you establishment, he's not doing it to be demeaning or be sexist or to be insulting. He's just stating a fact. You are part of the Democratic Party establishment. You are part of the aggregate corrupt political establishment. That's a fact. If you don't like the fact, then that means that you don't like yourself. So what is it going to be? Do you like yourself or do you not? Your book says you're tough, the art of the tough, right? It should be the art of corruption, but your book says you're tough. So if you're establishment, then own it. Maybe change the establishment. Try to not be so corrupt, but you don't want to do that. You love being corrupt. You love taking over $1 million from Emily's List, don't you? Another thing she says is, just because you're supporting Hillary Clinton, it doesn't mean you're, quote, the establishment. It just means you're progressive. No, in actuality, it means that you're conservative. It's really simple to me. If you're progressive, you don't support the candidate that voted for the Iraq War, that voted for the Patriot Act, that pushed for intervention in Syria, that fought against a 61-cent an hour minimum wage in Haiti, that supported a coup in Honduras, that supports a Syrian no-fly zone, that supports the death penalty, that doesn't want to legalize marijuana, that doesn't support a $15 minimum wage. These are all things that she has in common with Republicans. So if you do support Hillary Clinton, you are not progressive, you are conservative. If you don't like that, then I'm sorry, again, you just don't like the facts about Hillary Clinton. These are not progressive policy positions. These are conservative policy positions. There's a reason why on the political compass test, Hillary Clinton falls in the same quadrant as Republicans, in the right-leaning authoritarian category, because that's what she is. You can look at her policies and it obviously makes sense. That's exactly where she lies. But Boxer continues, Hillary is just what we need. We need someone who actually is literally being investigated by the FBI. We also need someone who has really high unfavorability ratings. In fact, historically high unfavorability ratings. You know what else we need, guys? We need someone who loses to Donald Trump in multiple polls. She can't even beat a buffoon. Chicken shit Trump. She can't even beat him. She loses to him. We need that person. This is what Barbara Boxer means when she says, we need Hillary Clinton. She's saying that her donors need Hillary Clinton, you see, because she has the same donors as Hillary Clinton. Time Warner, they're also one of Hillary Clinton's largest donors. They're also a big donor to Barbara Boxer. So when she says, this is what we need, she's not talking about you and me. She's talking about we, as in me and Hillary Clinton's donors. That's what we need. So it's very clear. She didn't say that, but you have to dive deep to see it. That's why she's saying this ridiculous stuff that we need Hillary Clinton. And here's what's sad. If you would have asked me before this election what I thought about Barbara Boxer, I would have told you that she's maybe one of the few senators that don't make me nauseated when she speaks. But she has totally went above and beyond to discredit herself and make herself look bad. She has drug her own name through the mud, like many people in this election. I mean, we're seeing the true colors of many people. Rachel Maddow, who we thought was a progressive warrior, Chris Hayes, so many people are proving that they are just as corrupt, if not more, than the Republicans, because they are so beholden to their donors that they're even willing to say the most ridiculous things ever, that we just need Hillary Clinton. Yes, we need the potentially criminal, historically unfavorable candidate. We absolutely need that, Barbara. Kudos to you. That's genius logic right there, honestly.